wait a second, you were on Fox News for years and years. You did the exact same thing. That's what right-wing media does. It's not just Fox News. It's OAN, it's Newsmax, any of these right-wing entities. That's what they've always done. Why all of a sudden are these MAGA Republicans saying it now? I wanted to get your first reaction to this. Sources, multiple networks are now saying that Donald Trump is going to be using military force to be bombing some nuclear facilities in Iran, which officially means we're at war with Iran. What are your thoughts on that?
I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. The last thing I was surprised by, actually legit surprised, was last Thursday when Senator Padilla was tackled, body slammed, and handcuffed for basically doing the job that voters elected him to do. That's the last thing I was shocked by. But with Donald Trump, actually, nothing really shocks me anymore. I mean, they put a convicted felon in office, and his idiocy and his dishonesty, his compulsive lying, all that stuff, it's all part and parcel of the insanity show that we all have front seats to.
And, they attacked people like us, the MAGA right, because we were supporting Ukraine, and they called people like us warmongers. I'm wondering, Brooklyn Dad, where are all those people today? Donald Trump sold another can of BS, telling everybody that, he's not going to get us into any new wars. It seems as though it's another lie being told and proven to fruition today.
They are currently having a picnic with crickets and trying to figure out a way to blame this. Mark my words, to blame this on President Biden, because that's the other thing. I said, maybe I'm wrong when I said nothing surprised me. The thing that surprises me is how much time Donald Trump spends with President Biden's name in his mouth. Like, dude, you ran for the job, right? You wanted the job. Now, we knew that you wanted it just to stay out of jail, but could you, at the very least, act like you want to do it? And people who want to do a job don't blame their predecessor and say, so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that. Dude, you have the job. Do it. Do it. But he's not doing anything. You didn't see President Biden up there complaining. And all he did, President Biden wore out that signing hand, signing all those bills in the first 2 years of his time in office. That man was working. As old as he was / is, and they criticized him about his age until the cows came home. But at the end of the day, he got more work done than I think any other president in modern times. I
agree. Yeah, I agree. And now we have more wars under Donald Trump than Obama and Biden combined. You won't hear MAGA Republicans talking about that. We got a war in Gaza. We got a war in Lebanon. We got a war in Iran now. We have still the war going on in Ukraine. The world is on fire. Our economy is on fire in a negative way. And once again, Donald Trump not fulfilling any of his promises other than pardoning a bunch of January 6th insurrectionists, some of whom beat police officers. I mean, and listen, there are some Republicans out there, some, not many, but some, that are obviously against what Donald Trump is doing, at least when it comes to Iran right now. There are some that have spoken out, but certainly not enough, right?
Yeah, actually, I saw something shocking today. I need to go back and make sure I saw what I saw, but I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene referring to Fox News and the New York Post as propaganda news, and I was like, wait, what? What is happening here?
Tucker Carlson did that too. Did you see what Tucker Carlson said? Fox News was a propaganda machine. I'm like, wait a second, you were on Fox News for years and years. You did the exact same thing. That's what right-wing media does. It's not just Fox News. It's OAN, it's Newsmax, any of these right-wing entities. That's what they've always done. Why all of a sudden are these MAGA Republicans saying it now?
Well, that's Kooky Tucker for you. Kooky Tucker and his laugh.
Did you ever think that at this time, 3 to 4 months, 4 months into Trump's administration, that the people that would maybe turn on Donald Trump in some ways, Steve Bannon, certainly Elon Musk, and Tucker Carlson, Did you think 4 months into it, this is what we would see?
My bingo card has been obliterated. Crazy stuff. Seriously, it's I couldn't guess for $1,000,000. I couldn't guess what is about to happen. I don't necessarily know that this war that we're possibly in with Iran is actually officially, a thing yet. I don't know. It doesn't. Why make such claims like you're going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours? Why
Mhm.
make outrageous that you cannot possibly hope to back up? No new wars is it's like George H.W. Bush's no new taxes thing. Why would you say something that you cannot stick to?
That's true.
Right?
That's a good point, but this is what he's been doing for years. In fact, way before he got into public office, he was making promises that he couldn't fulfill. I wanted to ask you about this, and if you're just joining us, it is, of course, Brooklyn Defiant Dad. So Bernie Sanders introduced legislation yesterday to stop Trump from leading us into what he calls an illegal war. You also have Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna that told Trump to sit his war-hungry ass down. They've introduced a war powers resolution as well. Do you think it'll work?
I hope it does. Honestly, I don't want us to be in any new war, especially not in the Middle East. Scares me for some reason in a way that wars happening elsewhere don't really scare me, but they scare me because they just feel the Middle East feels a whole lot more volatile, right? It feels like an X factor that you can't really account for. So, if we could calm things down there, that'd be great. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.